Welcome back, my fellow collectors. I'm Calvin Statue Fanatic here with an unboxing that I've been waiting to do for about 3 years. I ordered this in May of 2017 and it is finally here. This is the XM Studio Optimus Prime G1 edition. That's right, this is the OG, this is the original. So, there's some other video that you might see. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in here or not, but this thing weighed 110 pounds. That's right. The guy asked me to help him get it off the truck. 110 pounds. I already got it out of the box because I didn't want to be fiddling around with a bunch of stuff to try and take out of the box. So here we have the box, and on top of it was the XM assembly guide. We'll look at that in a minute, but just simply looking at the box, you can see the top of it here. Raise it up just a little bit. Oh, see, look, it's freaking heavy. Transformers, Autobot, Optimus Prime, XM Studios. It's a really cool looking box. It got beat up pretty bad, so I'm pretty sure I've never had an issue with XM Studio statues, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna be fine. On the side over here, you see this little bio of the Autobot leader, Optimus Prime. Talks a little bit about him, gives his stats here. He's maxed out almost at 10 at everything. He's 9, except when it comes to speed, and I guess, you know, he's a big rig, so maybe he's not as fast, but this is the guy, man. This is Optimus Prime. I've seen other videos of this and I am a little bit nervous about how big this thing is gonna be. Initially, I thought I was gonna just do an unboxing and have you guys do, I'm not doing that. We're gonna cut, and then the next time you see me, it'll probably be all ready together. So I just wanted to show you guys the box and just show you just how freaking excited I am to get this thing. So stand by until I get this assembled. This is like, one day, it'll may take a day to do it, but you won't know, time lapse. And I have anything else to do. I have to stay at home and go to work. You can't go out and do anything. You can tell everybody until we get past this coronavirus thing. So fun stuff. But before we get started, I do want to point out this book here. And let me tell you, it's a book. There's a lot of stuff. A ton of pieces. Look at that. This is gonna be interesting. There's a ton of pieces, but I can't wait to put it together. So enough of me rambling, right? Let's get this done. Whoa, yeah. He's out of the box. And let me tell you, from the time you saw the last clip to this clip, it's been about 2.5 hours. This has been one, whoa my God, incredibly difficult thing to put together. Now then, it goes together well. I didn't have to force anything together or anything like that, but oh my God, there were so many pieces. It's absolutely insane, the amount of pieces. But now that it's all together, this is absolutely breathtaking in terms of how beautiful this statue is. This is a beautifully engineered and sculpted piece of art. I am really, really happy to get this. Now, I knew that this was gonna be a big statue when I got it because I've seen other people's reviews and that type of stuff online, but yeah, I also ordered Starscream, and I think I'm not gonna keep that statue whenever it comes because I ordered this, like I said, more than 3 years ago, and it's finally shipped. Over 2 years in production to get this, with delays and things like that, because they wanted to ship a piece, I guess, that lived up to what they have been shipping out when they undertake such feats like this. And I think they did an amazing job of getting this together. So a little bit about the statue now. I have the most extreme pieces on here, meaning he's as tall as he can be and all that kind of great stuff. So with that particular cannon, this statue stands about 38 plus inches tall, really, really, really big statue. Weighs a ton, like I said. And so with that said, this is Optimus Prime from G1, Generation 1. This is the classic Optimus Prime. And I enjoyed this statue and this version of Optimus Prime and the Transformers so much more than the other statues that I've seen, the Michael Bay statues. I think this is just an epic piece to produce and have. And then along with that, you got the rig, the truck, and I forgot, you know, I looked it up before some time ago, L86 or something like that, the big rig here. So you get to see Optimus in his form as a truck, a big rig, and as well as the statue. So I think having this separate statue to go with this is really awesome. And the same thing with the other pieces like Starscream, you have the jet that he turns into as the alternate piece. But what I did not see in here, which I didn't even think that it wouldn't be in here, because every piece that I've ever gotten from XM Studios has had an art print, because the way where I'm gonna put this, you guys saw the unboxing, it's gonna be in that area, and the way I'm gonna put this, where I'm going to put this, there's a big wall behind it, and I was hoping that I would get a print that I can put behind it, but I'll get a print. I'll buy a print or something online to display it. And the other thing is, this was one of the MTOs, made to order pieces. This is 650 pieces that were made. This is like 214 out of 650, so not a whole lot of them out there. And Starscream, I think they only did 300 of those pieces. So we'll just get started to talk about the statue, and then we'll talk about some of the switch outs that came with it. It came with a healthy selection of switch outs. There's light up parts on this statue that are pretty cool. And so we'll try to get to all of that, and I'll try to keep it in order and coherent so that I'm not babbling and rambling on. But I'll just tell you up front, I won't be saying anything negative about the statue, because this is like my 6th XM piece. And this is the 3rd piece that I think is one of the most epic statues that have been produced. The first piece that I got from XM was the Darkness, and you guys saw that was my very first video that I did on YouTube. And then I got Ghost Rider, and now this. Of the statues that I own, those are the 3 most epic pieces that I own. They may not be my all-time favorite pieces, at least the Darkness is, but in terms of design and engineering, they definitely are standouts. And so I got a runner for my statue of the year coming up next year. This guy might be right up there. So let's get started. This guy is standing on a Cybertron themed base. The base is broken up. You can see where, there's all these pieces of the base. There's this metal part, these, kind of look like tentacles or something coming out there, wires, gears, cabling, or whatever that is coming out of there. You can see that coming out of the ground. You can also see this honeycomb shaped area here. And then as you look down at the rock type part of it, it looks organic to some degree. As I turn it around, you can see that. Looks really cool. Just that, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of detail going on the base of this statue. And what I love about this base is that it tells a story. You can see that this scene, this battle scene, is actually happening on Cybertron. And then you can see over here, there is a downed Decepticon jet that has, I'm assuming that Optimus Prime has defeated. And you can even see the purple Decepticon symbol that is on the back of the jet. This is just a really awesome piece. What I did discover is that this really large wing, you can decide to display it without those pieces. I'm gonna display it with it, because I think the storytelling here needs to, have all those elements to go with the statue. Now, there are many, many pieces that come apart, and I won't even talk about all of those, but as you look around, you can see here his legs that have transformed into, well, the truck wheels that have transformed into his legs. The wheels here, they rotate because that's just how they go in, but I can't tell if they're sculpted or plastic, but they feel pretty hard there. These are the wheels. You can see wheels over here. And then as far as detail and sculpting on this guy, his legs, the tank, the gas tank, the hydraulic lines, the bolts, the rivets, everything about this thing is just absolutely off the chain epic. Look at the front of this guy here, the same thing, just fantastic, beautiful scope. The detail on this is just insane. Definitely, this is worth every penny that they charge for it. It's a pretty expensive piece, but I tell you, when I reviewed the Darkness statue, I said that the people who designed and sculpted that, had to have been super fans, because they did such an amazing job. I think I'll say the same thing about this. The sculptors of this, they've got to be some incredible Transformer fans, because they just made this guy insane. As you see here, I can open this up and show you the leadership matrix that's inside of here with the windshield wipers. I'll show you how that comes on. You can see here where he's talking to Bumblebee. He comes with 2 head sculpts, comes with this cannon. You can display that cannon in several different configurations. I'll try to get to that. On the back here, you have the jetpack on the back. You can see the lights that are pulsating from the jetpack. That can also be taken off, and another piece can be put on the backpack here, or the jetpack. So let's just start with some of the light up features here. So first of all, you have Bumblebee here on the screen, and I'm going to choose to display him in this configuration because I think the story that's being told makes sense to me. I see him talking to Bumblebee. He's got the gun pointed in the air. He's not necessarily pointing at anything. He's ready for orders, ready to whatever he's gonna do, and I can see him getting this information from Bumblebee about what's about to take place, however you want to imagine what's happening here. But let's get to turning some of these things on. Now with this particular one, has the batteries, and if I turn this on here, you'll be able to see that this blue light glows and this clear communication screen that has popped up. You can see that happening there. And then on the front of here, taking these parts off, I will complain about one thing. It's just so nerve-wracking. This would have been incredible if this was just a plug-in item where you can just plug it into the wall and not have to worry about taking it apart and having the batteries. So I'm so scared I'm gonna drop something. So I just turned that on. You can see the light from the leadership matrix here, and you can see the headlights that are coming on there. And if I take his head off here, there's just a little button here that I can push, and the lights on his eyes come on here. Turn this around, you can see what I'm talking about there. And then I'll take some pictures so to give you some better views of what the lights look like. Now, like I said, this whole thing can be changed and the configuration can be changed. And now I'm about to give myself heart palpitations because I'm gonna try and change some of these switch outs out, some of the more important ones, I think. So for example, I'm going to take his arm off here, and I'm gonna sit this aside for right now. And then on this particular arm, I think this is the one that this will work on. Let's see if this is it here. Whew. All right, so this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to get the axe in here, the Energon Axe that's here. You can see there's some really cool detail on this axe. It's actually like polyurethane or something. It's really, really light, but the way that it's painted and polished, it looks like it's actually metal that's heated there. It looks really cool. And then you can take this arm off here. So now I've taken the other arm off where he's holding the gun up, and so now this looks more like he's aiming somewhere. But to make that actually work, I should probably take that head off, turn the light on here, and put this head on where he's actually looking in that direction as if he's gonna shoot. So I think if you're gonna display him this way, this is a really cool configuration as opposed to having Bumblebee where he's got Bumblebee up and then looking that way down the barrel of the gun. So as you can see, I probably cut some of it out. It took me a while to get these configurations put on here because it's really nerve-wracking. But again, I really enjoyed this piece so much, so much. And then here, when you look at the truck that came with it, the rig, it just looks absolutely stunning as well. It is seriously heavy. I mean, this is heavy as some of the other smaller statues, like larger, smaller statues, if you will. This is 1/10 scale. And here, of course, this is a lot smaller, but it's just really cool that they included something like this to be able to display with this statue. I would love to know what you guys think about this. I was so excited. I wanted to get this. I wanted to get Bumblebee. I was so excited they were doing all these statues. And when I got this statue in, there's no way. This is it for me. I think if I'm gonna get one, Optimus Prime definitely would be the one that I would get. And I'm gonna get the other one in because I want to review it. I want to see it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell it as soon as I get it because I don't have the space for it. But we'll do another once around here. You can check out this guy again. Absolutely stunning. So, well, I don't have anything else. There's other reviewers out there that have gotten the piece and reviewed it, and you can check out their reviews and see what they think. This is definitely, in terms of engineering and what they've done, a 10 out of 10 for me. So as always, remember to always collect what you like and not the hype. And until next time, my friends, peace. Wow. Oh yeah.